So, good day everyone. I'm Reymart Villarmia from 2Bped-B and this is my report, Ilocano Tribe. Region 1, the Ilocos region. Introduction. When the Spanish first encountered them in 1572, the inhabitants of Ilocos, then called Samtoy, were living in the large villages at sheltered caves or river mouths. Although massive churches in a distinctive style give evidence of Spanish-Ilocano collaboration, the colonial period was marked by frequent revolts. The most famous of these was the led by Diego and Gabriela Silang during the British occupation. The ethnic group of Ilocanos. Ilocano, or also known as Ilocano and Iloco, is a member of Malayo-Polynesian branch of the Austronesian language family. Ilocano is the third language or largest spoken language in the Philippines after Tagalog and English. The name Ilocano comes from I plus Look, Bay plus Ano Spanish, native of thus people of the Bay. So, Ilocanos came from people of the Bay. Ilocanos can be found living in northern Luzon. We are known to be thrifty and hardworking. In our culture, every centavo counts, and being thrifty we are called kuripot. Being kuripot is a positive way for us, Ilocanos, but for others it's not. It's just that we Ilocanos are just saving for something better. We are working hard to earn a living. Ilocano is spoken as a first language by some 7 million people, primarily in northern Luzon, La Union, and Ilocos provinces, Cagayan Valley, Babuyan, Mindoro, and Mindanao. It is also spoken as a second language by possibly another 2 million speakers in the northern areas of Luzon as a lingua franca in trade, commerce, and every communication. Many ethnic groups of the northern regions of the country are more proficient in Ilocano than in Tagalog. The national language, nevertheless at present, Ilocano remains a regional language with no official status. Its use in education is limited to the early elementary grades. Ilocanos became the first Filipino ethnic group to immigrate in large numbers to North America, settling in sizable communities in Hawaii, California, the Pacific Northwest, and Alaska. It is taught in some schools in Hawaii and California. About 1,452,000 hardworking estimated Ilocanos live in the provinces of Abra, Ilocos Norte, Ilocos Sur, and La Union. In the northwestern coast of Luzon, of its 11,447.5 kilometer area, only a narrow strip of plain is fertile and arable, with rice as its chief crop. Due to this limited area for agriculture, foodstuffs are often insufficient. The physical environment of Ilocandia has affected the Ilocano way of life. Ilocanos are thrifty and used to difficulties and hardships. They work hard to earn living. Thus, to an Ilocano, every centavo counts. Along provinces makes agriculture in the area not profitable. As a result, the Ilocano families engage in other occupations, men as well as women, spin and dye yarns. Women with their native crude had looms, wave blankets, towels, napkins, tablecloths, bags, and jackets. Aside from weaving, bagoong and tuba making are two other industries of Ilocano. The Ilocanos are adventurous and the most hardworking people. They migrate to the other provinces like Pangasinan, Nueva Ecija, and Cagayan during harvest time to find work. After harvest, they go back home with their earnings. Others go to far away like Cotabato, Davao, and Bukidnon, and other parts of Mindanao as settlers. Many Ilocanos are also working in Okinawa, Guam, Hawaii, and Saudi Arabia, easily adapting themselves wherever they go. Etymology. Aside from being referred to as Ilocanos, from, and Look Bay, they also identify as Samtoy. From the Ilocano phrase, Saumi Ditoy meaning our language origin. The word Ilocano came from the word Iloco or Iloco, means from the bay, just like Tagalog, from Taga and Ilog River, and also known as one of the first ethno-linguistic group in the Philippines. About the art of Ilocano. The serious outlook of Ilocano is reflected on his physical movement as well as in his writings. He is not just lyrics types, he is the epic type. An Ilocano epic depicting this sobriety is Biyag ni Lamang, a poetry piece that requires sustained effort. Among the well-known Ilocano writers are Salvador Lopez, Leopoldo Yabes, Manuel Argilla, and Consorcio Borge. The ancient literature of the Ilocano consisted of songs for different occasions. The Ilocano war song expressed the vigor and joys of the warriors coming from battle. The dalot, popular among the peasants, was sung during a baptismal party, a wedding or a fest. The budding or love song is a serenade. Pamulinawin, a popular Ilocano love song, expresses long for a loved one. Like most Filipinos, the Ilocanos possess musical instrumentals. Examples are the flute, kudyape, and kutiping, which is a sort of guitar with fine string. Religion. Religion of the Ilocano. The population is predominantly Roman Catholic with strong adherents of Protestantism such as Aglipayan denomination further north of the country. There is also an undercurrent of traditional animistic beliefs, especially in rural areas. The small mercantile Chinese and Indian communities are primarily Buddhist, Taoist, and Hindus. Values of Ilocano. Panagpawas ay panagwayas meaning self-reliant, panagtipel meaning self-control, panagpadigo meaning sharing, panagtagnawa meaning cooperation. The Ilocanos' custom and traditions. Ilocanos strive hard to make a living. Difficulties is never a hindrance to their success. To an Ilocano, hardship can easily be overcome. He believes the value of study, industry, and patience. Thus, every Ilocano family encourages the children to go school and learn skills to find better paying jobs and consequently have a better life. Mga anak ng mga Ilocano is they encouraged na mag-aral para makakuha ng iba't ibang kakayahan at magkaroon ng magandang trabaho at magandang buhay. Most customs and traditions of the Ilocanos are influenced by their frugality. From the cradle to grave, the Ilocano rituals reflect what they believe in. Yung mga rituals nila ay nag-reflect yun kung ano yung pinapaniwalaan nila. Death to the Ilocanos means great sorrow. If the fathers die, the wife dresses the deceased alone so that their husband's spirit can tell her any messages or wish he was not able to convey when he was alive. If mamatayan sila ng mahal nila sa buhay, halimbawa yung mamatay yung tatay, yung nanay ay magsuot ng pampatay din na damit para yung espiritu ng kanyang asawa ay makausap at masabi ang gusto niyang sabihin nung buhay pa siya. The body is placed in a coffin in the middle of the house parallel to slats of the floor. A big log is then lighted in the front of houses so that the spirit of the dead will go to heaven with the smoke. As long as the dead body is in the house, the log is kept burning to keep the spirit go away. Yung kabaong ng patay is nakalagay sa gitna ng bahay. Tapos magkuha sila ng troso or kahoy. Tapos sunugin nila ito sa harap ng bahay para yung espiritu ng patay is mapunta sa langit kasabay sa usok. Habang nandoon ang patay sa loob ng bahay, continue pa rin yung pagsunog ng kahoy or troso para yung evil spirit ay paalisin. During the week, the members of the family keep vigil. The women wear black clothes and black mantle, handkerchief to cover the head and the shoulders. Pag may patay sa kanila, dapat yung member ng family is mag-vigil. Yung babae ay magsuot ng itim na damit at maitim na panyo para makover yung head and shoulders. Before the coffin is carried out of the house, all windows must be closed. No part of the house must be touched by the coffin. Otherwise, the man's spirit will stay behind and bring trouble to the family. Bago alasin ng kabaong sa bahay, dapat yung mga bintana is nakasirado. Dapat yung kabaong ay hindi mabangga sa iba't ibang bahagi ng bahay. Kundi yung espiritu ng patay ay maiiwan at magdadala ng gulo sa pamilya. Family members shampoo their hair with gogo as soon as the funeral is over to wash away the power of the dead man's spirit. Prayers are said every night for the next 9 nights. After each night's prayer, rice cake and basin are served to all guests. The period of mourning ends on the 9th day. Then relatives and friends spend the day feasting and praying. The first death anniversary will be another occasion for feasting and praying. The above customs and traditions are purely Catholic rituals and practices. It does not include the belief of some religion in the places. The traditional Ilocano courtship. Courtship begins with normal conversations and visits to the girl's home where the boy meets the girl and her family and get to know them more. Ilocanos are also fond of having long courtships to make sure about their own feelings for each other. The boy sends some love letters to the girl daily as constant reminders and declarations of a willingness to continue the erotic pursuit. The harana or serenade in English is also one way of expressing love or Ilocanos where the boy asks his friends to join him on a moonlit night and waking up his beloved lady with love songs. The relationships, once formalized, is carried out with extreme gumption. The girl is expected to remain pure and decent. Tradition strongly requires that woman maintain her virginity until marriage, otherwise she will have to face such serious consequences as being excluded from the community or disowned by her family. So, yung manliligaw ay dapat pumunta sa bahay ng babae para makilala ang parents ng babae. At makilala din ang lalaki ng tunay. Gusto ng mga Ilocano ay yung matagal na panliligaw sa kanilang mga anak para malaman kung gaano ba sila katunay o seryoso. Yung mga lalaki ay araw-araw silang magbibigay ng letter sa kanilang gusto na babae para malaman na seryoso talaga sila. Ginagamit nila ang harana. The Atang of Ilocanos. An atang is a traditional food offering for the Ilocanos toward of evil spirits. The most common atang toward of sickness is a rice cake, or often called sinukat or sinuman for Ilocanos. Atang may also be a harvest offering, and usually atang for Ilocanos are offered for their relatives who passed away in order to commemorate and show that they are still important and are still in our heart even if they are already gone. Ito ay food offering para mapalayo ang mga bad spirits at kung gusto mong maalis yung mga sakit mo. Tapos yung atang ay ino-offer din nila ito sa kanilang mahal sa buhay na nawala para mararamdaman ito na nandyan pa rin sila sa puso at isip ng kanilang pamilya. The Ag-Gulgul of the Ilocanos. This Ilocano tradition is usually done after the burial of the member of the family wherein they wash their head and usually done in the sea or river. It is said that this is done in order for the family members to wash away the pain of losing someone and to wash away the sickness and bad luck associated with the death of the family member. Ito ay ginagawa nila pagkatapos ng libing sa kanilang mahal sa buhay. Ginagawa nila ito sa dagat or sapa upang mawala yung sakit na nararamdaman nila at mawala yung kamalasan sa kanilang pamilya. The saying of dayo-dayo, bari-bari. This practice is usually done when someone go to a place that they're not used to go. Dayo actually mean go away. Bari is rooted from the Ilocano word bakir, which means a gripe or a far place. Ilocanos say dayo-dayo bari-bari to send out spirits that might harm them while they are in their way going to the place that they are not used to go. Halimbawa, pupunta sila sa libingan ng mga patay or madaan nila ito, sinasabi nila ay yung dayo-dayo bari-bari. The saying of Awidon, meaning your name. Di ka agbat-bati, meaning your name. This practice is usually done when they are on their way going home from a gripe or a far place. Ilocanos are saying agawidon, meaning your name. Di ka agbat-bati, meaning your name. Because they believe that when you don't say this word while going home, your souls might left behind. They are telling their souls to come with them. Agawidon actually mean go home. And di ka agbabati means don't stay there or you come with me. So, kung pupunta naman sila sa malalayo at nakakatakot na lugar, sinasabi naman nila ay awidon, di ka agbabati, meaning hindi maiiwan yung kaluluwa mo sa lugar na yun. Traditional Ilocano foods. First is the pinakbet. Pinakbet, or commonly known as pakbet, is a vegetable dish with fish sauce. The vegetables in this dish are talong, sitaw, kamatis, kalabasa, siling haba, okra, ampalaya, and many more. The dinengdeng. Dinengdeng is a bagoong-based soup dish made primarily of vegetables, where bagoong is a sauce from the fermented fish. The dinardaran. Ilocano dinardaraan is made of lean meat, internal organs, specifically the intestines of a pig, and sometimes it can be a duck or a chicken, and mix with the blood of the said animal. So, ang dinardaraan ay sa Ilonggo or Bisaya ay tinatawag ito na dinuguan. Next is the empanada. Ilocos empanada is made of the base dough, and inside the empanada itself is a Ilocos longanisa, vegetables, sprouted to be specific, and an egg. The kilawin. Ilocano kilawin is made of lean meat which is poured with hot water mixed with vinegar and calamansi. Ilocano clothing. The traditional dance of Ilocano Spanish colonial period Western dances. First is Jota Zapatilla. Zapatilla is a kind of footwear worn mainly by the young women of the Philippines, especially during the Spanish regime. This version of Jota was popular in the Ilocos region. It is the simpler and easier to perform than the other Jota dances. Costumes. Dancers are dressed in Ilocano costume. Girls wear zapatilla and boy chinelas. Their music is divided into three parts A, B, and C. La Jota Moncadina. During the Spanish regime, La Jota dances were the most popular dances performed in any social gatherings by the Spanish. Señoritas and caballeros, the first Filipinos saw them dance and imitated them. The Jota described below is the interpretation and adaptation by the old people of Moncada, Tarlac. Hence, the dance is named after the place from where it originated. It is a combination of Spanish and Ilocano dance steps and music. The use of bamboo castanets make the dance lively, gay, and delightful. Costume. Girls are dressed in Maria Clara style or typical Ilocano costume. Boys wears barong Tagalog and black trouser or in typical Ilocano costume. Each dancer holds a pair of bamboo castanets in each hand. They are clicked together like a Spanish castanets to produce rhythmic sounds. The castanets of the R and L hands are clicked simultaneously. Next is Ba Ingles. This is a lively, delightful dance from Cabugao, Ilocos Sur. Ba Ingles is derived from the words bal and Ingles, meaning English dance. This dance was perhaps brought here by the early English tradesmen, except for the last figure, which is typically Ilocano in mood and movements. All the other figures are similar in nature and mood to some English dances. Their costumes is dancers are dressed in Ilocano peasant costume. Their music is divided into three parts A, B, and C. Next is Pandango. This dance is as popular as the Jotas and also of Spanish origin. This may be danced in any social gathering. This particular dance was found in Moncada, Tarlac. There are many different versions of Pandango and they are known variously as Pandango, Pandangiado, Pandango sa ilaw, Pandango sa sambalilo, etc. Their costumes are the girl wears black and white camisa or Maria Clara style and the boy wear barong Tagalog and white or black trouser. Both may also wear the typical Ilocano costume. Their music is divided into six parts. Next is Corazza. This dance was very popular throughout the country during the Spanish regime. It was one of the liveliest and best liked dances. Different regions have their own versions and movements vary with the individual dancer in each locality, but the traditional elements are retained. Like many other Ilocano dances, it is finished with the Arkin Queen dance. The dance described below came from Paway, Ilocos Norte. Their costumes are dancers wear Ilocano peasant costume. Next is La Jota. This Jota dance is usually danced with song accompaniment which is characteristics of many Ilocanos dances. During a wedding fest, the groom starts to dance alone on the floor as way for inviting his shy bride to join him. As soon as they dance together, the relatives both the bride and the groom shower them with coins on floor while others pin money paper bills on their wedding attire. There are other occasions when the older towns folk show off their ability to dance such as guling guling. On the day before Lent, during the Tambura or Eve of Christmas Day, during the 2 years ball and New Year's Eve, even when there are not enough men to dance, with the women dance together in order to enjoy. Their costume is girl serpentina with butterfly sleeve camisa, boy wearing barong Tagalog style made of Ilocano woven material. Next is sakuting. The sakuting is a folk dance of the Ilocanos and of the non-Christian people. In the mountain provinces, the dance described here was found in Abra. Among the Christian Filipinos, at the Christmas time, it is customary in the Ilocos regions to dance this in front of the homes in the town. Plaza groups of boys and young men to go the lowlands to perform from house to house. They receive from spectators gifts or aguinaldos of money, drinks, fruit, or typical Filipino delicacies especially prepared for the Christmas season. Their costumes are girls wearing balintawak style with chesgo skirt. The, the boys wear red trouser and barong Tagalog, made of a coarse, cheap material. Each dancer holds two sticks, one in each hand, with which to produce rhythmic sounds, timed with his steps. The stick is about 1.5 feet long and tapers at the end like a candle. It is held at the big end. Next is the Tiliday. This is an Ilocano dance from Kamiling, Tarlac. It was formerly known as Contrabandista, but was changed to Tiliday, or Sorrow, at the suggestion of the Senator Camilo Ocias because of the movement in this dance which expresses sorrow. Their costumes are, the dancers are dressed in Ilocano costume. Their music is divided into 5 parts. Next dance is the Purpuri. This dance is found in many parts of the Philippines under different names and in various versions. It is sometimes known as Lahota Purpuri, Papuri, Puripuri, and Purpuri. Purpuri is coined from Patpuri, Patpuri, which means a medley or mixture. This is an Ilocano dance found in Kamiling, Tarlac. Their costumes, the dancers are dressed in typical Ilocano costume. Their music is divided into 5 parts. Next is Kalapate. Kalapate means the Kalapate is a dance pattern after the characteristic movements of the doves as they court, bowing, billing, and cooing. Originating from Cabugao, Ilocos Sur, this lovely courtship dance depicts the typical traits of Ilocanos: simplicity, naturalness, and shyness. The First part of the dance shows an old customs of the Filipinos before presenting a number of entertainment, giving due the courtesy and respect to the people present at the gathering and apologizing for any shortcomings one might commit during the performance. Next is Rabong. This Ilocano dance is adapted especially for children. Dancers sings as they do dance movement. Rabong means bamboo shoot. The word of the song tell how delicious the rabong is, and it cannot be exchanged with dinengdeng, pinakbet, and adobo. Dinengdeng and pinakbet are the favorite dishes of the Ilocanos. Their costumes are dancers may wear any Ilocano peasant costume. Music is composed of only one part. Next is Kinutan. A group of dances gesticulates toward a person being attacked by ants and then makes motions of scratching the man.